mailbag.
Peter Bell writes, "Hey AMC, I'm loving Phase 3, especially Heroes. I have just watched Hayao Miyazaki's Princess Mononoke, and I completely fell in love with it. Please, could you recommend some other Japanese animated films? Also, have you ever considered doing an animation show? Thanks, and keep doing what you're doing."
No, we'll never do an animation show. There's simply not, because remember, most of the movies that we talk about here are films that are going to be playing in AMC theaters. And there's just not enough animated film that comes out every year for us to really do that. And I don't think a real big interest from our audience in it, but who knows? I mean, maybe I could be wrong about that. We can find that out. We just finished our animated movie madness tournament. And one of the things I love about our movie madness tournaments is that it introduces some people to films that they've never seen. And we got so many tweets and emails from people specifically about the Miyazaki films that, you know what, never even heard of this. And then suddenly you guys are talking great about it. And people sending me pictures that they ran out and bought Blu-rays of them, nice. You know, opening up their worlds and stuff like that. Princess Mononoke is a great one. Like if you're just starting into that world, Princess Mononoke is a great one to do. A little bit lighter, you can go Howl's Moving Castle is a great introductory one.
A little bit darker, Spirited Away.
Spirited Away is
beautiful.
I'm trying to think of really good ones, like films like Akira. I don't think that's a good one for a first timer and stuff like that, but if you're trying to get into that, and then if you just want really more dramatic, we were talking about this a lot of the thing, is Grave of the Fireflies. Super dramatic. You're not going to walk away with a smile on your face, I can guarantee you that. But that's another. So those are some good ones that I would recommend as starting out. What would you suggest, Dennis?
I mean, I hadn't watched actually too much Japanese animated movies. I watched more of like series types. I mean,
right, yeah.
You know, so like the movies I did watch are less of these kind of spiritual, whimsical, fantastical ones, and more like you mentioned, Akira. That's like gritty, super violent, a sci-fi twist, and it's like Chronicle that got a lot of influence from that movie. Ghost in the Shell, those type, Appleseed, those animated kind of movies or TV shows are the ones that I'm into.
I would highly recommend Paprika, which is directed by Satoshi Kon, and he's got a lot of other Tokyo Godfathers. He's got a lot of other films. If you want to look someone up, unfortunately he passed away a couple years ago, crushing, and he knew he was going to die, so he wrote a really long letter, which is very emotional. But Paprika is an incredible science fiction film where it's all about going into people's minds, and like there's like kind of a mind detective who's like trying to uncover like this it's a really cool story, and it takes what is really hard to do in real life, but is amazing to do in animation, these kind of like dream sequences, and just blows you out of the water. It's like, I would put Satoshi Kon kind of up there with Miyazaki, especially with this film Paprika. So that's one that you should definitely look out. And just all of Miyazaki's films are all fantastic. So, you know, but like we said, if you want to start out with Princess Mononoke and move into Spirited Away, that's a great one. I mean, that's a great one to move into, or, you know, or Howl's Moving Castle as well. So